In the upcoming week of 2025, Days of Our Lives is staging a powerful reunion that longtime fans won't want to miss. Several well-known faces, some not seen for years, are making their way back to Salem, drawn by troubling developments in the health of one of the show's most iconic characters, John Black. As he struggles with poor health, his devoted wife Marlena Evans, played by the incomparable Deidre Hall, finds herself in need of support. And when Marlena needs help, the Brady family rises to the occasion. A family rallies. Who's returning? The Brady family has long been a cornerstone of Days of Our Lives. Their enduring presence has offered audiences years of love stories, heartbreak, resilience, and unity. This week, those same themes come alive once more as three major Brady family members make their way back to Salem in what promises to be an emotional and nostalgic series of episodes. Christy Clark returns as Carrie Brady Reed after a 6-year absence from the main show. Her last appearance was in 2019. Christy Clark is making her return as Carrie Brady Reed on Wednesday, May 28th. While fans did get a glimpse of her in the 2021 spin-off Days of Our Lives. Beyond Salem, this marks her first reappearance in the main storyline in years. Carrie has always been known for her poise and dedication to family. Her return is expected to bring both stability and passion as she re-enters the complex dynamics of Salem's ongoing drama. Chandler Massey reprises his role as Will Horton. Another fan favorite, Chandler Massey, is stepping back into the role of Will Horton. Last seen in 2023, Massey's return on Friday, May 30th, is a heartwarming moment for longtime viewers. Will, the son of Sammy Brady and a symbol of progress on the show with his groundbreaking LGBTQ+ storyline, shares a deep bond with his grandmother Marlena. Their reunion is expected to deliver emotional punch, as Will offers his love and strength during a time of great uncertainty. Greg Vaughn returns as Eric Brady. The week's emotional crescendo will peak with the return of Greg Vaughn as Eric Brady, airing also on Friday, May 30th. Eric, Marlena's son and a former priest turned complex moral figure, is returning to support his family. Vaughn was last seen in 2024, and his reappearance in the wake of his stepfather's illness reinforces the strength and unity of the Brady clan. Eric's spiritual nature and inner conflict often bring compelling drama to the screen, and his reunion with Marlena will be no exception. Other familiar faces in Salem in addition to the Brady family's return. This week also sees the continuation and development of other character arcs that longtime viewers will appreciate. Christopher Sean as Paul Narita, portrayed by Christopher Sean, remains a steady presence. Viewers can expect to see him throughout the week, beginning Monday, May 26th. Paul's story, which intertwines with key members of Salem's core families, continues to explore themes of love, identity, and belonging. Melinda Trask and a new family storyline on Tuesday, May 27th. Tina Huang will appear again as Melinda Trask, Salem's determined district attorney. Trask meets with a young woman named Sophia, played by Rachel Boyd, to begin the legal process of adoption for her unborn child. This new storyline hints at complex emotional and legal challenges, possibly setting up a new long-term arc that intersects with existing characters. Shirley Nielsen and Alice Halsey appear also on Tuesday, May 27th. Shirley Nielsen will have more screen time as Amy Choi, Sophia's mother, indicating a growing family-based storyline that could tug at viewers' heartstrings. Meanwhile, on Thursday, May 29th, child actress Alice Halsey appears as Rachel Black, sharing scenes with her on-screen mother Kristen DiMera, played by Stacey Hayduke. These moments highlight the next generation of Salem's drama. Why this week matters for longtime fans of Days of Our Lives. Weeks like this are more than just episodes, they're memories revisited. They offer a chance to see familiar faces, witness reunions that span decades, and experience stories that resonate deeply with themes of family, loyalty, and healing. John Black's health crisis isn't just a plot twist. It's a call to action for the people who love him. In real life, as we age, we come to understand the importance of gathering when someone we love is in need. That same emotional truth plays out on screen this week as the Brady family rallies in a way that only they can. These returns are not only about the characters themselves, but about what they represent to fans. Christy Clark's Carrie, Chandler Massey's Will, and Greg Vaughn's Eric aren't just names on a cast list. They're touchstones, pieces of history that connect newer viewers to the show's deep legacy and provide longtime fans with the comfort of continuity. This week's episodes promise all of that and more. Whether you've been watching since the days of sand through the hourglass in black and white, or you're just catching up with familiar characters from decades past, the return of the Brady family is a reminder of what makes Salem, and the soap opera itself, so unforgettable. So settle in, grab a warm drink, and prepare for a heartfelt week. The Brady family is back. And as always, in Salem, drama, love, and legacy walk hand in hand. A hero's last mission. John Black's final sacrifice shakes Salem. For over 4 decades. John Black has been the heart of many stories in Days of Our Lives. A super spy, a family man, a fighter, and above all, a hero. He stood tall through kidnappings, brainwashing, and world-saving missions. But nothing could have prepared longtime fans for the heart-wrenching turn his story takes this week. As the town of Salem holds its breath, the fate of one of its most iconic characters hangs by a thread. In the next emotional episode of Days of Our Lives, viewers will witness the stunning aftermath of John's final mission, a mission that might very well cost him everything. What unfolds is a gripping, powerful episode filled with raw emotion, steadfast love, and the unwavering loyalty of those who have stood beside John through every twist and turn. A mission of mercy turns deadly. It all begins with a covert assignment. One that John, despite his age and recent health struggles, bravely agrees to take on. His goal? To retrieve a rare and urgently needed sepsis drug, a treatment that could save countless lives in a remote crisis zone. The situation is dire, the stakes sky high. But if there's one man the world can always count on, it's John Black. He didn't go for glory. He didn't go for recognition. He went because people needed help, and John Black has always answered the call. The mission, however, takes a tragic turn. While John does manage to recover the life-saving drug, disaster strikes during extraction. An explosion rocks the area. Fire engulfs the scene. And although he succeeds in getting the medication to safety and saves several lives in the process, John is caught in the blast. The price of bravery. John's devastating injuries when news reaches Salem. Marlena Evans, John's devoted wife of many years, rushes to the hospital. She's seen John through everything from memory loss to possession to government conspiracies, but nothing prepares her for what she sees. John lies in a hospital bed, his body wrapped in thick bandages, unmoving. He's suffered third-degree burns across 30% of his body. His lungs are damaged from smoke inhalation. Machines hum and beat beside him, each one trying to keep the once powerful man alive. As Marlena enters the room, her heart breaking, John stirs for just a moment. He turns his head slightly, locks eyes with her, and utters four soft, poignant words, "I love you, doctor." Then silence. John Black, the unshakable force of nature, slips into unconsciousness, possibly for the last time. Kayla fights to save her friend, Dr. Kayla Johnson. Mary Beth Evans knows the odds. She's seen injuries like this before, and she knows the road ahead is uncertain and steep. But she also knows John. And if anyone can survive the impossible, it's him. With steely determination, Kayla leads the medical team. She works tirelessly, pouring every ounce of her energy and expertise into stabilizing John's condition. The hospital staff around her rally behind her efforts. But the weight of the situation is clear. Every decision is critical. Every second counts. Kayla doesn't leave John's side for long. Her friendship with both John and Marlena runs deep, forged through decades of shared joys and sorrows. Her hands are steady, but her heart is heavy. She's not just fighting for a patient, she's fighting for family. Family gathers in grief and hope as word spreads. The hospital soon fills with loved ones who come to stand vigil by John's side. Belle Black, Martha Madison, John's daughter, arrives with tears in her eyes. She takes her father's hand, whispering memories of childhood and prayers for recovery. Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, John's son, appears soon after. The tough, stoic exterior cracks as he sees his father lying there, a shadow of the man who raised and protected him. The bond between father and son is unbreakable, and Brady's presence adds a layer of silent strength to the room. Together, Marlena, Belle, and Brady sit by John's bedside. They reminisce, they hold hands, they refuse to give up hope. But the reality looms. John may never wake up. A hero's recognition. Meanwhile, Steve "Patch" Johnson, Stephen Nichols. John's best friend and longtime partner in espionage and adventure stands solemnly outside the hospital room. His voice cracks as he speaks to the press and friends gathered around. John Black is a hero, he says firmly. He always has been. And if this is his last mission, then he went out saving lives just like he's always done. Steve's words hit home. John wasn't just a fictional hero on a daytime drama. For decades, he's represented loyalty, sacrifice, and heart. His journey mirrored the resilience of so many viewers, especially older fans who've watched him endure life's storms with unwavering courage. Preparing for goodbye while the team continues to fight for John's life. The tone shifts from hopeful to somber. The doctors quietly inform Marlena that while miracles are possible, they must begin preparing for the possibility that John might not recover. As the days pass, visitors come in to say their goodbyes. Hushed voices, quiet tears, and final words fill the hospital room. It's a painful time, yet filled with love and gratitude. Meanwhile, Brady, Peter Reckel, who is also recovering from recent trauma, is expected to pull through a small ray of light amid the darkness. But for John, time is slipping away. The legacy of John Black, should this truly be the end, John's legacy will not be one of tragedy, but of triumph. He saved lives. He brought peace where there was chaos. And most of all, he loved deeply and lived fiercely. For fans, especially those who have grown older alongside the character, this story carries profound meaning. It reminds us of our own battles, the loved ones we've stood beside in hospital rooms, and the moments when love and strength mattered most. John Black is more than just a character. He's a symbol of endurance. And whether he survives or not, he has already won the most important battle, living a life that made a difference. Don't miss the next episode. The next installment of Days of Our Lives promises to be one of the most emotionally charged episodes in years. Tune in to witness the fate of John Black, the hero of Salem, the love of Marlena's life, and a legend in the hearts of millions. Will a miracle save him? Or is this truly goodbye? One thing's certain, the sands through the hourglass may keep falling, but some stories and some heroes are never truly gone.